If specs aren't important, then what is? Great chefs don't just throw together every ingredient in the kitchen. Instead, they bring together ingredients that complement each other to create something truly special.
Hey everybody, welcome back. It's your boy Venom back again, and I'm completely pumped for the launch of the OnePlus 5. I have been waiting on this phone ever since my OnePlus 3 got stolen back in April and I had to go back to my OnePlus 2. It's finally here and it's good. OnePlus went ahead and packed this phone with the latest and greatest specs they could get their hands on. This is the most powerful phone they've made to date and probably the most smooth phone released this year so far. Take a look for yourself. The OnePlus 5 features what OnePlus is calling the Horizon Line design. They went through about 100 different designs before arriving at this one you see here. Now some of the keen-eyed viewers among you may have been saying that it looks kind of like an iPhone 7 Plus. Well, you wouldn't be wrong in assuming that, but is that such a bad thing? So the OnePlus 5 design includes its tried and true 3-stage alert slider on the left, which is right above the volume rocker, and on the opposite side on the right we got the power button, which is right below the dual SIM card slot. Now on the front we're greeted by this lovely 1080p 5.5-inch AMOLED screen in its traditional 16:9 config, no 18:9 bullshit here, and it's flanked by a 16 megapixel front-facing camera up top along with an earpiece and a fast AF fingerprint reader in my preferred position on the bottom. Speaking of that Type-C port, it supports dash charging. Now dash charge is OnePlus's version of fast charging, and it's probably the best one out there. The Galaxy S8, in this shot it's sporting a smaller battery and is rocking the latest version of Qualcomm Quick Charge. But as you can see in both off-screen and in-use scenarios, dash charging is faster, and by a lot. Now for the big change they've made this year. On the OnePlus 5, they're rocking an all-new dual camera setup in collab with DxOMark. It features a 16 megapixel primary sensor and a 20 megapixel secondary sensor behind a telephoto lens. Now in this config, the secondary camera is useful for an enhanced optical zoom and an almost textbook photocopy of iPhone's portrait mode. But other than ripping off some iPhone features, the new camera also has a new and improved Pro mode and a faster autofocus, almost twice as fast as the autofocus on the OnePlus 3. It also has a new HDR algorithm and a 1.7 aperture, which would help you in that low light situation. So I said in the beginning that this is OnePlus's fastest phone to date. Helping this is that Snapdragon 835 system on a chip. That chip is a beast. It's an octa-core chip and it's backed by 6 or 8 gigs of LPDDR4 RAM, and that is depending on whether you get the 64 model or the 128 gig model. So this phone should absolutely breeze through everything. So good hardware would be nothing without good software, and OnePlus has got you covered there because they got Oxygen OS, which is probably one of the cleanest versions of Android I've ever seen. Now Oxygen OS is pretty much stock Android with a few tweaks added over. In the past we've had dark mode, we've also had night mode, and now we got reading mode, which is basically turning the screen into a full monochrome screen and also using the ambient light sensor to change the color temperature of your screen. This should theoretically help you read better. Now, in addition to that, we also get a feature for long screenshots where we can, instead of scrolling ourselves and taking the screenshot ourselves and they're not being stitched together, the phone automatically does that for you and then stitches them together. So what are my thoughts on the OnePlus 5? Well, the OnePlus 5 is an awesome phone, and at $479 for the 64 gig model with 6 gigs of RAM, I think this phone is right where it needs to be. Sure, it's the most expensive OnePlus to date, but for some of these features, you're gonna expect to pay a premium. And I mean, even some of the phones that cost $700+ don't even have some of the things this does. And I can guarantee you that whatever Apple is gonna play in September is gonna cost more than that also. So, will I be picking up a OnePlus 5? Sure, you can bet on it. And I'd like to hear your thoughts. Will you be picking up a OnePlus 5? What would you like to see on the OnePlus 5? Tell me down in the comments. This has been your boy Venom. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, share this to any friends that you know might be looking for a new phone. And I'll catch you in the next one.